Hello everybody, GL1 here. Welcome to my online toy museum, and it is time for a She-Hulk action figure update. A couple of weeks ago, I finally received this one. I had ordered it a couple of months before, and so this is the latest She-Hulk, and this comes with the Iron Man line somehow. Iron Man line of She-Hulk. It comes with fists, or it comes with grabbing hands, and it comes with a gun, so you can change the hands and then have her grabbing the gun and breaking it in half. So I thought it's important to, you see the hands are like in grabbing position, to compare this latest Hulk with all the previous Hulks from 1996 on that are in this 6-inch action figure height. So if you'll notice, taking a look at the Hulk, She-Hulks in the back, you could see that there is one, it's all blurry. Oh, because this is in front. There you go. That you can see that there's one that's like this one, and that would be the 1996 Hulk action figure. So if we compare that, we can see that the clothes are similar, right? Some of the coloring. She's bright green again. But you also can see how the technology has moved on. How the articulation, instead of just a spinning angle in the hips and just a simple knee, you have a compound, double jointed knee, so you can get more flexion, and you can turn the shin, and you have full ankle articulation sideways and back and forth, and you don't have anything with that. So with the old one, and then you can just do that, which is pretty good. But this one, you get the double elbows, and you get the bicep joint and shoulder joint, and a lot more detail on the musculature. But I think what's important is that you can still see that the musculature is similar, the coloring is similar, even the hair similar. So they really were going retro, going back with this She-Hulk. But now we're going to compare her with the most recent Hulks. So then, like a year ago or so, this Hulk came out from the television series on Disney. All right, so the Marvel Hulk. So once again, we have the green and the purple. But obviously what stands out is the coloring. And then we can look at the musculature. So our new Hulk is taller. We can match them up here. You can see it's taller and brighter green, but the arms more muscular, more detailed. The shoulders, so everything about her is bigger. She's really, practically on another scale. But then again, it's She-Hulk, so she's just, she can be on a 6-inch scale and just get huge. And you can see the abdomen muscles are more developed, as well as the details on the back, as far as the curvature and some of the pants, like the wrinkle in here, and you don't have that there, so, but a different outfit, right? All right, well, this Hulk here came out in 2019, and, I've covered the She-Hulks before, but real quick, this one came out. It's a pretty cool She-Hulk, but a lot of people didn't like that she just had this angry face and the darker gray coloring. So you can take her, move her aside, and what they did to make everybody happy is they came out with this She-Hulk. And so they gave her the more, not so angry face, and gave her the green coloring again. They also gave you an option. You can get the other head. You can get this with the hair and the angry face, but in the brighter green. So you can get that as well. And, pop the head off and change that. And so there they accommodated that. Now, comparing the musculature, again, a little bit smaller Hulk, a little shorter, okay, but still very muscular. Now, our new Hulk has, I think the legs are a little bit bigger, and the abs on this one are really great. The arms also a little bit larger on our new Hulk, and shoulder definition the lateral deltoid muscles bigger. Okay, and then if we go back to 2006, we have this She-Hulk. And again, the nice, pleasant, smiling demeanor, right? So you got that. And similar height. So we line up the feet. So very similar height. Of course, the articulation has got more sophisticated. I mean, this is a great action figure, with these ball joints in here, which, move really well, but, they don't quite look as realistic. I think that just was, not something they really knew how to deal with at the time. And you have, this joint here for the abs, but you don't have any twisting. And then, over the years, someone had come along with, hey, if we put a ball joint in the torso, then you can move it all around. But then she doesn't bend as much. So, well, you don't have everything, right? So this one, can bend more. And if we compare the arms, we definitely have the lateral deltoid definition, but the arms are smaller, and we don't have the double elbow joints, but we do have the double knee joints. But again, look at how, now we have it where everything is internal. You don't have the external plugs, right, that are holding the legs on showing. But, look at the wrinkling in the clothing. I mean, a lot of detail put into that. So a very nice figure. And what they did later at the Comic-Con, they came out with this one here. And this is, She-Hulk all dressed up, as a lawyer. And this figure you can change. You can change the head. It comes with the same head as this one. And she has the Fantastic Four outfit on. So you see that? So it's the same body, actually. They just gave her the Fantastic Four outfit. And then this just undoes here. And you could see it's the same body, just different paint. And then that, skirt comes down, right? And you could change the hands. As she's got, you see here she has like the open hands, and then she's got a grabbing hand to hold her briefcase. Put that back on. And then, she's got the ponytail. And I did take this head off and put it on this body once just to see what it looked like. Oh, also the feet come off, and you can put on the sneakers. So that's kind of neat. And I think this briefcase, I think it opens up. Yeah, it opens up, but there's nothing in there. But you see that can stay closed. So there you go. But this is all about our new She-Hulk, right? So she is really awesome. Well, let's compare her to some other figures. So this is McFarlane Donna Troy, who is an android in some lore, but she's meant to take out Wonder Woman. So she's gigantic. So now she's on a 7-inch scale, but you can see she's the same height as She-Hulk. She doesn't have the musculature in the arms, and I would say that's one of my complaints about McFarlane figures is they don't seem to be very good at making muscular arms on male or female action figures. Even the most muscular Batman or Superman don't really have quite the musculature as a He-Man figure or a Marvel figure. But all right, so you see her legs. Well, now we can compare her to Dark Lynn, which is one of the most muscular female action figures and largest. So I think this might be a 7-inch scale, but Dark Lynn is very tall. Once she got the power of the Grayskull, she just became gigantic, and she's actually slightly taller than She-Hulk. She's so powerful she doesn't even need to wear shoes. But you could see she's got really big muscular legs, just like She-Hulk. So if we compare those, very comparable. Okay, so she's super powerful. Now the arms, She-Hulk's got her beat on the arms. The abs, I think I'm going to have to go with Dark Lynn. They're a little bit larger ab muscles. But anyway, they're both great figures. The Dark Lynn figure turns in the torso and in the waist. And I don't, I'm pretty, yeah, it doesn't. They could have given it a joint there, but they didn't. All right, so that's that comparison. Well, let's compare our She-Hulk to Earth 3, the crime syndicate superwoman. She's huge, right? Big muscles, and you can see the height. All right, She-Hulk is just slightly taller. Both have really big legs, but She-Hulk has bigger hamstrings but less glutes, and a little more detail, a little leaner. But I would say both women do a lot of squats, very powerful. And once again, She-Hulk's arms, gigantic and powerful. So there you go. But looks like she's smirking. It looks like she knows something. She might know she's stronger than She-Hulk, or at least she thinks she does. All right, well, the WWE had China, and that's a real person. She had a fantastically muscular physique. But I took the China body and I made a muscular Tila. So I took the Tila head, I had extra head from the Revelations Masters of the Universe series, and I put it on the China body. And this is the Elite China. So you have the double joints, and you can see that a little smaller, right, shorter. But very muscular figure. Doesn't have quite the ab development as She-Hulk. But if you look at the arms, she's got different shaped arms, but comparable. So, and in fact, I would say bigger biceps, because you could see that the biceps stick out past the anterior deltoid, past the shoulder. But she has smaller shoulders and doesn't have quite the detail. And if we go to the back, we look at the triceps. She-Hulk has a little bit more detail on the tricep, but may not necessarily be stronger. Sometimes detail does not mean you're stronger, it just means you're leaner. A lot of back muscles, really deep rhomboids. The spine is very far deep. It's really protected by a lot of muscle right there on that figure. So now we're going to compare She-Hulk to Jade Cargill, who was in AEW and now is in WWE. And here's the Jade Cargill action figure. Well, Jade's starting out right away with putting up her arms, flexing. But actually, the real Jade Cargill has more muscular arms than the action figure. But I would say the legs are more muscular than on the action figure than the real one. But anyway, if we look at the musculature, we can see they're comparable. Of course, She-Hulk is larger. And, she's probably about a foot taller. So you can see that here, or maybe 8 inches. I don't know, maybe a foot, but bigger arms, and then they both obviously do a lot of squats. Good back muscles on Jade. Can't quite see all the back muscles on She-Hulk, but you can see some detail between the shoulder blades, rhomboids, lats, teres major. I would say Jade Cargill doesn't have quite the detail on the teres major over in here, but a little bit, I could see a little more on She-Hulk. All right, so that's Jade Cargill. Well, is there anybody that can outmuscle She-Hulk really all the way around? Well, I've got one more, and we're going to see Chun-Li. All right, now we take a look at Chun-Li. Look at the legs on Chun-Li next to She-Hulk. Not even close. Chun-Li's thighs, gigantic. I mean, this woman is doing mega weights on the squats, just gigantic. Powerful hips, powerful glutes. Of course, you need that to support those gigantic, powerful legs, big calves. I mean, just a very muscular action figure. And then we're going to go to the arms, and She-Hulk outmuscles her in the arms, but boy, with legs like that, I don't know, one kick and that might be it for She-Hulk. Who knows? But anyhow, I think this new She-Hulk is a pretty awesome figure, and if you shine a black light on them, it's pretty cool. So here we go, She-Hulks with black light, and you can see how the green comes out, and that lights up on the elbow. And then here's our newest She-Hulk. She really glows, and it's much better actually in person than it is on camera. It glows really bright green. And then here's our Disney She-Hulk. The orange glows. Again, it's not as bright. It's much more striking when you see it live. And the elbow joint, interestingly, even though it looks like it's the same color as the arm, it's different plastic. And then that shows up, that gets bright green, as do her knees. And then white always reflects really brightly in ultraviolet light. And then let's see if this comes out as, yeah. Now this is, take a look at the eyes glowing on our 2006 She-Hulk. So her hands glow and her socks glow, but it's the eyes that are freaky. Isn't that cool? And I think, here is our, 2019, or actually probably like 2021. Anyway, so she doesn't really glow at all. This is the nice face, and not angry She-Hulk that is brighter green, but it really doesn't come out at all. And some of you might be wondering how She-Hulk compares to the Hammond Collection Giganotosausus. So here is She-Hulk, here's Giganotosausus, and if we compare the arm size, I think we can see that Giganotosausus has significantly larger arms than She-Hulk, and that could spell trouble for She-Hulk, but I think She-Hulk probably doesn't have to worry about Gigantosaurus. I mean, I don't think that Gigantosaurus preys on She-Hulks. I don't think that's part of his normal diet. What are you doing there, Gigantosaurus? She-Hulk, maybe you should look out. Well, that doesn't seem to have worked out very well for She-Hulk. Hopefully the radiation isn't going to give Gigantosaurus an upset stomach. Until next time, take care of yourself better than She-Hulk did.